Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Due to unforeseen circumstances, as you were probably noticing in the previously uploaded ending to our review of the Winx Club, I would like to state again that, I am sorry for not finishing off that review. That review has been well overdue to be finished off with. So I'll make it as brief as I can, basically, and then go on to other things. What were we going to talk about? Basically, I believe we forgot to mention our review on the men from the Winx Club, and the villains, of course. Well, personally, let's start with the boys, and let's make it quick. You've got your style of boys from the badass to the sweetheart, to the technologist, basically. However, each and every one of them has a role to play in their specific team values. And, as always, each of them is hooked up to a specific Winx. However, there was one girl in the Winx Club that got a little bit of problems. I don't know why the makers of Winx Club technically killed Nabu, Aisha's true love. May I state that it may be possible. Actually, I honestly think it's true. Yes, but we have no evidence. I honestly think, in my opinion, the romance between Aisha and her boyfriend, Nabu, was so perfect compared to the others that possibly Winx Club creators thought, honestly, that, Aisha was now being seen as higher. Technically you like Aisha anyway. Yep, I like her anyway. So let's move on to our next boy. Maybe he has a lot more problems than Nabu did. His relationship with Musa was not the best. Raven? Well, what can we say about this guy? He's got at times no heart. He also at times can be rather a jerk, an asshole, you name it. This guy honestly takes the cake in the whole series of being the badass. Now, I will state it from the sincerest bottom of my heart. I do sometimes see Riven trying his hardest to impress Musa, the Fairy of Love. However, it never really goes his way, and that is basically the only comedic point of standard you will see out of Riven. Next we have Jimmy. Actually, Timmy. Sorry, I get the names mixed up. But anyways, Techna's true love is like her in every sense. Always into the latest models of technology, always knows what technology would be best, but unfortunately doesn't know how the simplest of things work, which is Techna's problem. As for Timmy, different. Timmy's main problem is that he doesn't understand girls that easily. Now, personally, he does look damn hot for a nerd. Now that's a fact you'll never hear out of me again. Because I went out with a nerd. Yep. Good old memories, right? Oh, and when he groped me. Yeah, we all know that story. Carry on. Okay, then now the last few are kind of in the perfect genre, just like Aisha and Nabu. Flora and Helios. I'm not sure why they named the guy Helios other than the fact that it is a peaceful name. When it comes to, being the, well, he's against fighting, technically. Now, Flora being a sensitive girl, why wouldn't she be drawn to this guy? This guy has it all. He writes romantic letters, poems. He does a number of things that a good deal of the other members of his crew does not do when it comes to making a relationship with a woman. Specifically, a lovely lady. Yep. To me, it's a match made in heaven with Flora and Helios. Period. Now, the last two, I've already explained Nabu, and Nayu gave her theory of why they possibly eliminated him quickly. However, in my stack of the perfect romancers goes from Nabu with Aisha as first place. Second place, Helios and Flora. Third place has to go with Bloom and Sky. Now here's a fact, people. If you ever watch the first episode through, you will realize Prince Sky is a brown hair. Spoiler alert, this is not true. Prince Sky is actually the blondie. He and Brandon actually switched names on account of a few instances from their home planet. That is why for the first half of the season 1, Brandon is really Sky, and Sky is really Brandon. However, despite it all, this does not seem to affect their relationship values. Bloom accepts him for who he is and manages to stay with him the whole way out. As for Stella, she does get mad, but to her, royalty, money, and fame does not get one anywhere in a relationship, which, may I add, true fact. If you're marrying for money, kids, don't. My dad basically wants me to marry a guy who will keep me well off. He is not actually aware my fiancé, Bugsy, has honestly proposed to me. And Bugsy has proposed to me too. We are planning to one day in reality meet, make love, and consider it done. And we'll be in heaven for the rest of our lives. Hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. Bring on the... Okay, then let's not get too out of the PG area. Well, anyways, true fact about all these boys. They're all normally made to be side characters aside from Sky and maybe a few specific others. Sky is just the main hero, so every single episode that features the guys will almost certainly feature Sky, no matter what. Whether it's on or off screen, since Bloom is our main character, therefore Sky is the main man of the crew. Now, how these guys get along, though, is sometimes seen. However, only in the first season is it specified in everything they do. We all know that in the first season, another spoiler alert, Riven actually betrays his whole crew. Riven betrays them pretty badly, but in the end, like all good guys and all good stories, he goes back to being a good guy. Anyways, we are running out of minutes on this thing, and we will make this fast. So, I will actually make another video, ladies and gentlemen, concluding our review of the Winx Club, and going on to the final part of these series, which will be over the villains of Winx Club Season 1 through 5. Keep that in mind, people. We will be reviewing every single bad guy seen in them. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your attention. Good night. Have a wonderful day.